The owner of Walmart is super eccentric, approaches you and just really likes you for some reason. And they say, I want you to drop out of college, forget your career plans, but I'll pay you $1 million per year. That's a lot. Honestly, I'd be surprised if, no offense, I'd be surprised even if you're at your peak, any of you ever even end up making $1 million in a year. No offense, don't take it the wrong way. All he wants you to do is be a door greeter. You just greet people at the door. Welcome to Walmart. You get paid $1 million a year. You can pursue any kind of romantic relationship you want, and you get to work. Do you take that trade?
To be honest, I'm sorry, still no, and that's
Still
not
no.
because of my relationship ideals, it's because of fundamentally who I am. If I am a door greeter, I consistently crave change, adaptability, adventure, and naturally I fall into a crazy depression.
What about you? You take the deal?
No.
Don't take the deal. Does it change if we up the price? 10 mil?
No, not the price.
Doesn't matter.
No.
10 mil?
No.
Interesting. Okay. Why?
Like, I'm genuinely really interested in psychology, and I want to do that. Like, I want to help people, and
I have a pitch for you. You can psychoanalyze the people as they come into Walmart. A lot of characters in Walmart. Here's my couch. Sit down. You can do some Freud. Nope. Okay. Do you take the deal?
Oh man, maybe.
You take the deal. The Walmart deal?
I don't think so.
You can't do your little car thing, your clothes thing.
I don't think so. To me, it's more about the freedom of choice. No, I wouldn't.
You don't take it.
I wouldn't take it because I'll be making more than $1 million a year.
A lot of these men have realized that, unfortunately, for a lot of these modern women, it might seem like opting out is the best choice. Because when you look at how much stress you have to go through, modern women being inconsistent, just those two alone will have you saying, or, kind of reconsidering and saying, well, maybe this is not the journey for me right now. Maybe I need to go build myself up. Maybe I need to focus on myself. Maybe I need to put a little bit more into who I am.
He told her that it was for the best, that they had split up. And so to me, it was like one last, before she got serious with some other dude, it was one last attempt to see, because rejection breeds obsession, if the other guy was interested.
yeah.
If he was still potentially carrying the torch for his ex. And he basically told her no. He wasn't into it. And then, like I said, like a week and a half later, on all of her social medias, her with this other guy. And so it's only been 5-6 weeks since the breakup. And I was like, that didn't just happen. She didn't just meet this dude. She knew him and was lining him up, probably him and a bunch of other guys. And so she monkey branched from her boyfriend to the new guy. And he's like, did I just get played? Is she just jerking me around? What happened here?
The dating market is not unfair for men. A lot of the times I'll see guys complain about how no girl wants to date them, how girls' standards are just too high, and that girls are super picky and they only want the top 20% of men. This is not the case. A lot of women just have basic standards now that they haven't had for most of history. Until recent times, women really didn't have a choice. They had to have a husband because they didn't have a means of providing for themselves, and if they didn't have a partner, their life was going to be significantly more difficult. So for most of history, men didn't have to do anything to actually earn a partner. But now, all of a sudden, women are getting jobs. They're getting more college degrees than men. They're getting paid more and more every single day. And being independent is no longer something that's unfathomable. It's something that's really normal. And so now we have a lot of men who don't really know how to do the bare minimum basic essential things. They struggle to go grocery shopping. They struggle to have basic emotionally intelligent conversations. They absolutely hate women and listen to people like Andrew Tate and then wonder why women don't want to date them. You are your own worst enemy. Go get therapy, work on yourself, work on your emotional intelligence. Stop listening to unmarried men for advice on how to get in the relationship.
Men have decided it's easier to take a step back. It's easier to opt out rather than trying to hop into confusion, rather than trying to force my way into a situation that, quite frankly, doesn't seem advantageous to me. Doesn't seem like it's going to go well. So I'm not going to sit up there and continue to be like, oh man, I got to get her. No, I don't. The alternative with me forcing myself into this space is I have somebody acting crazy with me, and I don't have time for that.
Hello, my name is Tish. So you're going through a toxic time in your relationship, and guys, you do not know how to get back to those healthier, happier times. My name is Tish. I am a health and relationship coach that works exclusively with men, and here are 7 ways you can lead your relationship or marriage during toxic times in the relationship. 1. Set clear expectations between you and your loved one. 2. Be a positive role model yourself. If you want positivity, you have to exude positivity. 3. Foster or cultivate a culture of trust and respect. 4. Address the issues head on. Don't let them fester and get out of control. 5. Provide support to your wife. 6. Know when to seek a health coach to make things better. And 7, be the advocate for change. Thank you.
Girl brain is if you text him and he texts you back right away, ick, get a hobby, call your mom. But if you text him and he takes like too long to respond, it's like, oh my God, like, does he even like me? Like now I'm insecure, like I'm not feeling well, but also like kind of hot. But also like don't be too quick, you know? But if you text him and then he answers like too soon, it's also like, oh my God, like he wants it so bad. Like that's kind of like hot. And if you text him and he doesn't answer, ultimate hotness. That is the hierarchy. That is the almighty.
Hey, what's going on here? These birds are mad. I lost brain cells listening to that. Don't know about yous, but I lost brain cells listening to that. Just, do you think a woman back in the day would receive a letter from a fella or a fella that she's speaking to and would go, well, he wrote that a bit too quick, so he can wait a few weeks for me to write back to him? The fuck? No. But yeah, these birds are mad. And she's for the fucking streets. And I lost brain cells listening to that. Send her back. Stay woke in these streets. Big bird.
And you know, modern women they're asking, how come good men kind of stop engaging with them, right? But you have to understand that, you know, the kind of man you say you want. So the kind of man, well, I want a man like this, 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 and this. And the man comes up in front of you. The man comes up in front of you, and you let the man go, right? And you let Chad and Tyrone play in your face. And then a couple of days later, you want the good man to show up and rescue you. You want the good man to be a shoulder to cry on. What? Oh, well, you should allow me to do that in each and every situation. No, I'm a good guy. I'm not a doormat.
Do you know why dating is unfair for men and not for women? Because men have to earn love. Women don't. Women can just show up and there will always be someone to love them. But a man, he has to be confident. He has to have money. He has to have status. He has to have worked on himself. He has to whatever, because a man who is fat, who has no money, who has no status, who has no self-control, will not be loved by anyone except maybe his parents, but that's it. No one else will care about him. So women out there saying that dating is harder for women, where? It is so not harder for women. The worst kind of woman will find love, but a man has to be exceptional in so many ways in order to just have one person care about him.
7 years ago, I got married to my husband, and last February, I had an affair. A lot of you guys are asking me why I had an affair. And I think that that's not the right question to ask, because there's not a reason that I had an affair. The question is more like, how did that happen?
If you had to guess who she went on to blame for cheating on her husband, would you guess that she blamed herself, or would you guess that she blamed the husband? She blamed the husband. Long story short, this lady likes to do home decoration. Her husband works as a welder, so he's a very handy guy, right? It got to a point where she always wanted him to help her with projects. The man started feeling like he was being used as an employee. I can only imagine every time this man was off from work, she had more work for him to do. So they started having disagreement about this. The husband felt like he was being used as an employee. She felt like, you're my husband, so you're supposed to help me every single time. After a while, she hired somebody and then started sleeping with that person. And she blamed the husband for it. No accountability in that video whatsoever.
You know, you have a lot of steady guys, a lot of regular guys, a lot of average guys out here that are continuing to get overlooked because you would prefer, and it's like I talked about in some other commentary, You want a guy that's chaotic, that's up and down. You want a guy that, and I'm laughing about it, but I'm not really joking. You want a guy to beat you upside the head. A guy that you got to run out the house 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, run down the street, beat down your neighbor's door. That's the type of guy that you got to call the freaking police to get that man up out of there. Got to take that man to jail. He's a criminal. He's a criminal. And that's the type of stuff these modern women want.
Here's a hard truth that most women don't want to hear. Sometimes you lose a good man not because of his mistakes, but because of your own behavior. It's not always cheating that destroys a relationship. Most of the time, it's the small things that build up slowly, making him feel disrespected, unwanted, unappreciated, and like nothing he ever does is good enough for you. When a man starts feeling more emotionally drained than happy in a relationship, he doesn't start a big fight or make a dramatic exit. He simply walks away slowly and silently. And when he finally leaves for good, it feels like a complete shock. But the truth is, the warning signs were always there. You just chose to ignore them. If your man seems distant today, stop pointing fingers at him and be honest with yourself first. Show him genuine respect. Appreciate his efforts. Make him feel truly valued and seen. Because once he discovers that life feels lighter, calmer, and more peaceful without you, he will never come back.
When a woman is truly in love with you, she adjusts to you. Her tone will soften, her attitude will shift, and her behavior self-corrects because she cares. When she's not in love, she challenges everything. Every request you have becomes an argument. Every concern you have becomes, oh, that is just your insecurity. And every flaw that she displays gets defended as what? Oh, this is just who I am. No, those lines do not mean confidence. It means indifference. Love does not demand acceptance of disrespect. Hear that again. Love does not demand acceptance of disrespect. Love creates awareness, it creates restraint, and it also creates effort. Women also change for desire, and desire cannot be negotiated, argued, or begged for. A woman who values you does not need ultimatums. She notices what hurts you and fixes it on her own. A woman who doesn't value you will tell you just to deal with it or suck it up. Pay close attention to accountability. If she refuses it, deflects it, or turns every conversation into a power struggle, she's already halfway out the door. This is not about men versus women. This is basic human behavior. People improve for what they fear losing, not what they feel entitled to. So if you are constantly explaining yourself, lowering your standards, or swallowing the disrespect just to keep the peace, understand this clearly. Peace without respect is just a slow, eroding abandonment. So put your foot down and put her in her place when you need to.
I know I'm not alone in this. I think I'm just the one willing to say it. But as a 35-year-old woman, I'm like pretty much over my strong, independent, boss-ass, badass bitch era. Like, I would love for someone to just sweep me off my feet and say, quit your job. Here's my credit card. Here's the keys to a brand new car. I'm just taking care of everything. Like, I need dependence on another human at this point in my life. Like, I'm really proud of myself. Like, pat on the back. You did it. You did it for a long time, girl. But like, I'm tired. I'm tired and I just want somebody else to take care of me. And if you judge me for this, like, move on. This is the internet. I can say whatever I want. I'm just saying what I have to think many other women are feeling. I'm just willing to say it because I have no shame at this point. So, yeah.
A lot of women are upholding the patriarchy these days, whether they think so or not. Especially the ones who say they want protector-provider men. Because all a patriarchy is a system where men hold majority positions of power, which often means they make more money. And although the girls don't want that in society, right? They're like, I want to be equal to men, have the same money, opportunities, job success. But in the dynamic of a relationship, that changes completely. They want a man who makes more than them. They want a man who pays for everything. They want a man who is assertive and is a leader and takes charge, so that way they can turn their brain off and just be a girl. That is a patriarchy, ma'am. You want a patriarchal relationship. And I don't even say that as a diss. Like, I don't think patriarchy is this big, bad boogeyman that the feminists are making it out to be. Nor do I think it needs to inherently be oppressive, right? Because then a matriarchy would also inherently be oppressive towards men. And I think both of those systems can exist without the oppression. Now, of course, humans are flawed, and we haven't found out a way to successfully do that other than our modern society that we have now. But now that we have this modern society, stop asking for the men to do all of the things. If you don't want them to have the power, don't ask them to spend the money. That only makes sense.
Guys don't approach girls at the bars anymore.
It's because it does not work. Logically speaking, people, not just men, are going to stop doing things that don't work and start focusing on things that actually bring them results. A lot of women are unapproachable on purpose, like they like rejecting men. And I think we can all agree nobody wants to be called creepy just for saying hello. Also, dating apps have made everyone lazy. Like, why get rejected in person when you can just get rejected from the comfort of your home? Because let's be honest, rejection hate's different now. People film it, people post it, and people laugh about it, and your reputation takes a hit. Just look how young women post about men on social media, how they're annoying, they're creepy, how they don't want to be bothered, and they want their peace. Now men are giving them that peace.
The most toxic expectation women have of men, expecting him to relate to feelings the way a woman does. Men have a completely different relationship to feelings than women. They don't trust feelings. They trust facts. It's not how men operate. For a man, it's more about what he values, what he stands for, what facts he trusts. So instead of asking a man how he feels about something, ask him what he thinks. You can learn a lot more about a man if you ask what he thinks rather than what he feels, because he can relate to that word, thinks.
A woman does any of these things, she does not like you. Number one, a slow fade. You guys go out, you think you had the best time, she says she had the best time, then conversation changes. There's less banter, there's less back and forth. She's now starting to make excuses. She's busy. She ain't busy. She does not like you as a relationship type person, but she could see you as a friend, and she might put that in a text message in the next week or so. If she starts calling you bro, dude, talking about a lot of personal stuff that you probably wouldn't talk to someone about on a date, she's already friend zoned you. You're friend zoned because she doesn't want to get into the nitty gritties and the dirty details of her life. She wants you to like her ultimately. And if she doesn't see you as a person that she's actually going to be with, she'll just open up and become friends with you. Number 3, and this one's a bit tricky, but it is truthful. If she's not really laughing at your jokes or being flirtatious, probably friends at this point, because a woman that likes you and wants to be with you is going to be flirty, fun, open. Maybe not on the first date, but the second or the third. If she's reserved, closed off, body language is pretty tough, she's probably not feeling it. But she will be your friend.
I'm the married pregnant mom, but I still shaved my entire body for this concert just in case. If that wasn't disgusting enough, take a look at these comments. Are the chances low? Yes, but are never zero. So you're saying there's a chance. This is a married mother with a child. 33 weeks pregnant with twins, but that will not stop me. You got this, mama. Married woman with a baby on the way. Girl, my husband said you're 2 weeks postpartum. Why don't you just wear leggings? Excuse me, sir, you think leggings are appropriate attire for meeting my boyfriend for the first time? Funny thing is that she turned comments off for her video, but too late, sweetheart. I saw them, and now we've all seen them.
I know that people think this is a joke, and I know that people claim this is a joke, but what you're actually doing is obsessing over celebrities and causing a strain on your own relationship by your husband simply not being good enough. You're also publicly disrespecting your husband. And thirdly, you're lusting after another man. If you are a married woman, with child or without child, you are lusting over another man.
22 is the cutoff. We shouldn't be 25, 26, 27 being a feminist. That's silly. Come on. That is for children. You know what I mean? Imagine crying to the government while saying fuck the government. That makes no sense. If you identify as a feminist, that is like a signal to society that you are a confused woman. You have no idea what's going on in the world. You have no idea how we got here. All the faults of feminism you blame on capitalism, but then you're fighting for the right to be a part of capitalism. Like, it's just really crazy. Once you're 22, if you haven't started to figure out that, hey, gender roles actually are good for society and I gotta get married, you're fucked. You're fucked, okay? You're fucked. Some of y'all like to wait till the last minute till you're 30 or something to try to change your mind. It's not happening. You gotta, the activism, the liberalism, the feminism, 18 to 22. We shouldn't be seeing 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds at the protests. You know what I mean? Like, okay, like feminism is a young woman's sport. Let them have that. Let them have their fun, kiki. Once you turn 22, 23, it's time to find you a man and lock it up, okay? Because, like, what do you mean? What do you mean? You're gonna be 40 protesting for women's rights? That's what you're gonna do? Right.
You want to know how you make a man change without begging or nagging? Then listen up. I know the story. You've told him 100 times. You've cried, you've explained, you've even threatened him to leave, and still nothing changes. That's because men don't change when you stay emotionally tied to his behavior. They will only change when you do the one thing most women avoid, and that's to stop reacting, to stop trying to prove to him that you are worth him changing for you. For example, you keep nagging your husband for never planning anything, and every weekend turns into an argument. But he doesn't even listen to you. He doesn't even take you seriously, because as long as you are complaining, all he knows is that you are busy with him. But from the moment that you stop reacting and you start to get busy with your own calendar, but without announcing it, without making a big deal out of it, because then you would still be reactive to him, that's when he starts to feel it, because your focus is no longer just all about him. So the only way your man is going to change is if you change, but not by changing what you say, but by changing what you do.
Men are being expected to protect, provide, and lead at the beginning of a relationship, while society is telling women that they should not act as a wife, do not perform wifely duties at a girlfriend level.
Right.
How is a man supposed to know that you're going to be a good wife, a good mother, if you are nurturing, kind, if you're not acting? If you're not playing that role, you either have it in you or you do not have it in you as a woman.
Exactly.
Men are now very self-sufficient. They're not requiring a woman anymore to do the things that they have been doing for themselves for many years.
I don't think these modern women understand that men can do a lot of the things that traditionally were meant for women, and traditionally women did, I should say. We don't really need you like that. Get your attitude in check or be alone.
The dating scene in 2024 is absolutely cooked. It's like we're looking for 90s love in a generation of sexy reds. Then when you do find somebody that you actually like, you can't trust them because everybody is sneaky, everybody is grimy. I done seen people who've been married for 20 years do a swap the phone test and failed miserably. Like, for real, loyalty is gone. That's something in the past. Like, back in the days, it was normal to have relationships that lasted a lifetime. Nowadays, you'll get lucky to be in a relationship with somebody for 3 years. Not to mention people basing their relationships off of what they see on TV, which is a fantasy. It's not reality. And then the side effect of everybody being bops is everybody burning now. So now it's like, you be scared to clap cheeks. Like, I need a whole doctor analysis of your body before I touch you. Maybe it's just America, gang. I think I need to turn some honest behavior and travel all across the world, goddamn me. Because the lover boy and the lover girls, bro, we're cooked out here, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
My life is simple now. If you reach out, I'll respond. If you go quiet, I'll match that. You check in on me, I'll do the same. I reflect the energy I receive. No chasing, no pressure, no second guessing. I've come to value peace over attention. I don't beg for time, force connections, or disrupt anyone's space. I let things be. I believe in energy, and I return it exactly how it's given. Be real with me, and I'll be loyal without question. But if you play games, act distant, or vanish, I won't argue. I'll take the hint and respect the space. I'm not angry, just done with confusion, mixed messages, and putting in effort alone. These days, I protect my peace above all. No drama, no mind games. If you want me in your life, show it. If not, that's okay too. I won't beg or demand answers. I used to overthink everything. Now, I just accept and move on. It's not about ego, it's about peace. I've stopped trying to revive what's already over. Respect and communication matter. Effort always speaks louder than talk. If you want to be treated right, show up right. Because I match what I get, nothing more, nothing less.
I think a lot of men still believe that women are mainly looking for a provider, when in reality, a lot of women are already providing for themselves now. We have our own money, we have our own career, we have our own apartment. But what a lot of women are actually craving isn't just a man who can pay for things, it's a man who knows how to listen, a man with emotional intelligence, a man who can communicate and understand nuance and actually make a woman feel seen. Because you can be with a man who does everything right on paper, but if he doesn't understand you on a deeper level, you're still gonna feel lonely in that relationship. And I think this is where a lot of women go wrong in dating, because they prioritize the surface level traits, status, money, confidence, chemistry, but they don't stop early enough to ask, does this person actually understand me? Can he hold emotional depth? Does he know how to listen without making everything about himself? Because if you don't prioritize that early on, you can easily end up in a relationship where you're deeply misunderstood. And I don't think that's talked about enough. A provider's great, but being emotionally safe with someone, being deeply understood by someone, those are the things that actually determine the quality of the relationship.
You can move your hands. Yeah. You like this? Setting the bars though, you see all that's right here? Happy anniversary, baby. Happy anniversary.
This cool.
This cool?
Yeah.
What the you mean it's cool? Girl, you don't see you all over the place? It's nice as hell.
Okay, but I'm a grown woman. Like, you do this for 15-year-olds. Like, you should have bought me something or did something or...
So this ain't good enough? Look at all this. This is romantic.
Okay, but I'm grown as like, this is childish.
Bro, you talking about you
cool.
grown?
It's cool.
Grown people don't complain about stuff that somebody gives
I
them.
said it's cool. Like, it's cool. You know? It's
That's all it is all right, cool? I just try to show you I appreciate you. I show you a whole little room, you know what I'm saying? Renting this room and all, got it together. Look, nice picture box.
All this you spent on this, you could have spent this on something. Like something else, going out drinking or something like something. Like,
you want to do that? We can just buy together. You tripping. I just hooked us up, bro.
I buy with you every day. I buy with you every day.
This would be all I'm talking about. Like, you ain't grateful for shit, bro. You worry about what you vibing with, man. At the end of the day, I'm trying to do something nice for you. So you don't like this like that? All right, man. It's anniversary, for real.
I just can't get women because I'm short. I just can't get women because I'm short. Cope. Take your legs, open the door, step outside. There's a short man. He's in a relationship. You could have a relationship. There might be something wrong with you, baby, but it ain't your height. But most women say they want someone over 6 foot. Well, clearly they are willing to date shorter people. Are you still outside? Are you still outside looking around? Okay. I think it's time for you to turn inward and figure out what else is wrong with you. Maybe you're not funny. Do you ever consider that? Maybe your outfits are absolutely garbage. Are you wearing Crocs everywhere you go? I like Crocs, but not everywhere you go. Maybe you're really mean. Women don't like mean men. They actually dislike mean men more than they dislike short men. They don't dislike short men that much either. But T, you're always talking about how you want a tall man. I am 6 foot tall myself. Of course I want someone taller than me. Is most women's standard, not 6 foot, 6'1", 6'2". It's man who is taller than me. If you don't believe me, are we still outside? Are you still outside looking around? Okay, the evidence backs me up. But if you think being short is the reason you're not in a relationship, you're wrong. There is something else wrong with you. Let that be encouraging because that's probably something changeable. And if it's changeable, then you have no excuse. Stop complaining.
Men are scanning for complementary strength. The way one man put it to me was Tom Brady is not looking for another all-star quarterback. Tom Brady is looking for a Jerry Rice, someone whose strength literally altered the possibilities of his own game. That's what a man's looking for in a wife, that she has complementary strengths that alter his possibilities. I'd be so much better off with her. I so should be with her. But women don't know that you're doing that. not knowing that she's been picked for complementary strengths, then she criticizes him for not being strong the way she is. When what he needs from this person he admires for her complementary strength is that she's admiring his complementary strengths. This is what I bring. Why do you keep expecting me to bring what you bring?
Baby, let me tell you something. I do not know how y'all wear y'all vaginas out. So when I say that, baby, I'm talking about showing your pussy crack. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Because let me tell you something. Matter of fact, let me show you something. Baby, I'm in the gym. Yeah, I'm working out. You see what I'm saying? I got this on. I'm turning to the side, baby, because I just feel uncomfortable turning to the front. Well, I got this on, even though the crack of my pussy is not showing. You see what I'm saying? But it's like, baby, why do you want a crack in the front and a crack in the back? Like, that shit look crazy as hell to me. Like, I ain't like the way it look. I put these things on, baby. And that shit wasn't, I ain't like the way it looked. It just looked so, you know what I'm saying? So I had to fix that shit a little bit. But you know, it's gym time, baby. Yeah. You heard it here first. Yeah.
Fellas, can I share something with you? Stop apologizing for expecting your wife to submit to you. Stop it. Stop it right now. Why? Because every single time that your wife doesn't submit to you, according to God's word, she's taking your home out of alignment. And once your home gets out of alignment, your children get out of alignment. Your finances get out of alignment. Your life gets out of alignment. So it is not wrong for you to expect your wife to follow biblical order. And as the head and the priest of that home, it is upon you to ensure that everyone in your home, including you, follows biblical order. So stop apologizing. Stop soft pedaling. Stop trying to make her comfortable with not respecting you and submitting to you because she's listening to people outside of your home that are telling her that it's a strong woman that doesn't submit. No, weak women don't submit because strong women obey God. Now, if you realize that your wife is out of order, I want you to type husband in the comments. And if you're a wife and you've been gaslighting your husband and making him feel guilty for expecting you to submit, I want you to type apply in the comments. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.
And you know, modern women continue to say, you know, why is this guy not asking me out? Why won't this guy shoot his shot? Why is this guy seeing me, staring at me, but he's hesitating? I mean, at some point in time, maybe you should realize what the man is going through. Maybe you should realize, you know what? This date really cost him. You know what? You know, he might have to spend a little time. He might have to spend some. Well, you know, we both spending time, but you know, he's got to spend his money on the date instead of just saying, well, you know, I spend my money too in a way because I use my makeup and you know, I go get a spray tan and I took one woman said, man, I took a workout class. I was like, girl, that workout class ain't gonna do nothing for nobody. You just started working out. You went to one workout class. You didn't lose no weight. As far as I'm concerned, you wasted, well, I mean, you didn't waste your time, but if you saying that you did it for him, you wasted your time. You need to have been doing that well before you met him, during the time that you met him, and then after the time that you met him. That's how these modern women do. They try to assign stuff to men and say, oh, well, you know, I'm doing it for you, so I got to spend money in a way. No, you're going to spend that money anyway.